My name is Marcy. I'm a junior here at Gettysburg College. I'm a history major and a Civil War era studies and public history minor. So my artifact here is a Civil War era fork. So this is a three-pronged fork made with most likely a bone handle here. And this would have been part of the starter pack that soldiers pretty much get when they enter the Army. So when soldiers enter the Army, you pretty much think of them getting, obviously, their uniform, their muskets or rifles, obviously, ammunition, shelters, things like that. But they also uniquely got a few items that would help them out with camp life. They would get a metal plate, they would get a tin cup, they would get a knife, spoon, and, of course, a Civil War fork. So these would be used to help eating their rations. They'd be used to help out just being around camp life. So the word I chose for this object is influential. Eating is obviously a human necessity. We all know what it's like to be hungry. And soldiers, that was a driving need for them to want to have food. And especially when you're accomplishing all these really great physical challenges, you're going on very long marches, sometimes up to 20, 30 miles a day. You're exhausted, you're fighting in battle. So really having food is that human necessity that can drive these soldiers to want to acquire food in different ways, such as looting, going to sutlers, writing home, asking for comfort food from home to be sent to them to camp life. And something to know too about this fork is the typical Civil War food we think of is hardtack, that little kind of cracker that they have that you eat with your hands, and it's just flour and water essentially with a little bit of salt. This fork would not have been used to eat hardtack. Hardtack is a food you eat with your hands. So the kind of food they'd be eating with these forks and knives are more filler foods, such as meats, those foods that give you more protein that you can actually cut and eat with a fork. So this is an association for them with those comfort foods. It's a food that you can actually properly eat, not just a food that kind of fills your belly instead of giving you actual energy to go and do these long marches. So it's really an association that it influences these soldiers. This object has a lot of agency. It's kind of a representation of comfort and of filling up hunger for them. That this here is an artifact that really they associate with the necessity to eat. So this fork, looking at it, kind of changes the perception of looking at it really through the eyes of the individual soldier. A lot of these soldiers, they spend more time in camp than they did in battles. Obviously, we studied these great battles such as Gettysburg, and those are the things that make it into the textbooks, but what's so often left out is these mundane camp life experiences and kind of the basic necessity that they would have thought about all the time. They're thinking about things like, when am I going to get their next meal, or how am I going to survive the next battle? Those just big ideas for them that trying to get through day-to-day life is really what they would have been thinking about. So it's really important to kind of break it down to that individual level, to remember camp life, remember these basic things such as wanting comfort, wanting food, wanting to not sleep in the rain or cold. So unfortunately, we don't know the exact provenance of this. It's part of the Theodore Schlatt collection here at Gettysburg College. In terms of how it ended up here, I'm not sure. But what this artifact can specifically tell us more about the Civil War is also a representation of Victorian society. You're expected to eat at home with your family, eating a proper meal, involving utensils such as forks and knives, eating at the table, having a home-cooked meal. So it's also a representation for them of that civilian life. And when they go off to war, there's really a disconnect between those two things. You're no longer a civilian, you're a soldier. You're eating with your hands a lot of times, you're foraging for things in the wilderness. So this is still trying to take some sort of that customs that they were allowed back home. Of course, there's a disconnect from their families, but there's still a fraternization between soldiers and camp life. They're used to having those bonds between their fellow soldiers in a regiment, eating together at camp. So it's still trying to maintain some of those customs. I think for modern day, it's a way to connect with these soldiers a lot. We're all used to the feeling of hunger. A lot of these soldiers experience very common human emotions. Some of them, obviously, we cannot grasp because we don't know what it's like to be in battle. We don't know their exact situation. But sometimes there are these basic human emotions that we are able to relate to them, hunger being one of them. We all know what it's like to be hungry at some point, maybe not starving, maybe not the exact situation that they were, but we can at least have some empathy for them to understand wow, I cannot imagine having to get up and walk 20 miles without having a full filling meal. If we go off somewhere during a day, we usually plan our day out. I want to get breakfast in the morning. I have a long day ahead of me. They weren't really afforded that option. They didn't really have the privilege of being able to grab the food they wanted to fill them up. And again, the rations that they were issued were more focused on just kind of keeping them at a good, your belly's full, instead of giving you actual physical energy to be able to do these marches. Special Collections is a really unique place to see things like this. Something like this kind of seems really mundane, and it's just a simple fork. We all think, how much can you say about a fork and what it does, they eat with it. But again, it's really the base for, this is an artifact that interacts with these people. This is something that has agency. This isn't just a stationary thing in history. This is a physical representation, a lot of times, of what these soldiers would have gone through. Looking at it here, there's not much to it. It's just a 3-pronged fork with a bone handle. But it can really, really reveal to us that you can picture a soldier would have held this. They would have been eating food with it. It would have been in their haversack, probably. It would have been something that they carry along with them. Would have been a witness to these battles as well, a witness to the situations that they were in. So I think having a place here at Gettysburg College to have these artifacts that are really unique and might get overlooked sometimes. If you're in a museum, you usually want to see the rifle, you want to see the shrapnel, you want to see, oh, that general wore that coat. But when you look at an artifact like this, it really connects to the basic human level. And I think it's really, really nice that the college actually preserves and allows us to interpret these base level artifacts that really connect to the soldiers' mundane lives and highlights that aspect of the war as well.